Yeah, I can't get this to work, but so we'll have it on the screen. All right, so 5:08, we'll open hold up on my agenda. Okay. So we're meeting of the Architectural Review Committee. It is January 30th, correction on the agenda, January 30th, 2025. We're in the City Hall, we're not in 250. We're in the meeting room 215, not in the auditorium. So going down the agenda, attendance, we could just go around real quick. Jeremy Lightford, City Planner.
Austin Walker, Walker Electric.
Diane Carroll.
Paul Cousins, Deputy Public Works Director, City Engineer.
That's the attendance for our members, and we have applicant.
Keith Bodwell Engineering and Surveying.
Alrighty, so going down to number 3, September, the minutes for approval, September 5th, 2024. That was the last time we met. Entertain a motion on the minutes.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Motion and second. Any discussion on the motion? None. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And I'm assuming you'll abstain. Okay. All right, moving on, there's agenda item number 4. There's no old business. Agenda item number 5, new business. We have one application today. 114 Old Winstead Road, Assessors Map 237, Block 003, Lot 004. Keith Bodwell of Bodwell Engineering. The proposal is demolition of existing residential structures and construction of a new 40 by 200, 8,000 square foot commercial industrial warehouse and associated site improvements. So I guess Keith, you could take it away. Yeah, go ahead, whatever.
So this is the site, proposing to the existing conditions is a existing dwelling and garage that are in very bad disrepair. So moving all that and putting in a warehouse building. This will be the design of the building. This is just an example photo of a similar building. It's going to be green in color, similar to his. He's got a building on this property as well. It's going to match the same color. So that's the existing one. So it'll be siding like that, green siding like that. And it's going to be, so here's some renderings from the.
And this, you said, it's just gonna, you're doing a little bit of excavation, but it's basically just gonna sit right into the
It's gonna cut into the
hillside.
hillside, so he's to try to minimize, excavation and everything. Gonna use the back of the building as a retaining wall. So that we do a lot less disturbance to the area.
Can I see?
And there was mention of a barrier in the front, but that it's so close to the road that wasn't. Jeremy, I'm asking.
Oh, I'm sorry,
They
yeah,
came in front of us at P and Z.
Yep.
They mentioned about somebody wanted to know if there's gonna be any barriers in the front, but there wasn't because it's so close to the road, right?
right, and so
got
we,
tree planting.
yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say, we did kind of beef up the plantings. It was supposed to be, it was, when you first presented at P and Z, it was just grass.
Yeah, we've had spent that in.
Yeah,
along the whole front.
some conversations with our office, yeah. Yep. So, if we're looking at our checklist, that's kind of the landscape and site design
Right.
part of it.
Proposing lights, 4 lights across the front in between the doors.
Mhm.
For them across here, these are the lighting arcs. They don't go off the property. When one at the end, that way they're all full.
Full cutoffs,
Full cutoff
full cutoff
whatever.
lights, yeah.
And so that's the lighting arcs, all those lights.
Okay.
So we talked about dumpsters this morning, where were
Yep,
you?
we're gonna put the dumpster here with a fence around it.
Yeah, you're outside that 10-foot.
Yeah. with the 10 foot
Yeah,
is
so
here.
yes, you could be in
Where the
the,
setback
you
comes.
could be in the side yard,
Yeah.
yeah, just not the front yard.
A lot of backing up for a truck.
The other option would be to put it over here. But
Yeah,
Yeah, well, that was the thing this morning, with having good
Yeah.
access, what the
Either
truck
one-
has good access
Either
for.
one would be fine
Okay,
on it, so.
yeah. Just to save the truck from backing up all that distance and then, you know, potential conflicts with vehicles if it's on, mind you, if it's in the other spot,
He's gonna have to kind of
he's
go
gonna have to.
around, so it might be,
wind
the
through-
thought was that this is a straight shot.
Yeah.
And it's easier for the people that are renting the spaces to
Is the
access the,
Parking area gonna be paved?
no,
gravel.
gravel over here, except for the handicap spot.
handicap spot, yeah.
So those parking spots won't even be shown because they're gravel.
There, it's vehicle storage for the most part, we only need 4 spots for this
Okay.
building, so it's
Yeah,
vehicle storage.
so what the zoning regulations say is 4 spaces based on the size of the building. And then they have
Mhm.
outside vehicle and equipment storage. The way the zoning regs read, it's just however many you need.
One
for that.
spot per,
Yeah,
per vehicle. or-
One spot per vehicle, like
Mhm.
whatever that may be.
Yeah,
But that, so it's basically a minimum of 4.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you just kind of explain what you need else, but otherwise.
No, so we've got 14 total spots, but only 4 of the required spots besides outside storage, so the other ones will probably just be vehicles.
So
Single
your,
storage
your handicap spot is 8, sits.
is 8 and 8.
8 and 8, okay.
Yeah.
Alright. So,
keep in mind, he's gonna have an accessible route all the way across the front. At no more than 2%.
From here to.
All the way.
wherever the
across.
last door is, right?
This is the 102 all the way across, so the grade is
Yeah.
flat pretty
Yeah.
much across, it's all
Yeah,
sloping.
because of
That
all those
way.
man doors.
Yeah.
The accessible route literally runs right across the whole front.
Yeah, and we're sloping that way, so it is,
Yeah, just don't come off,
no,
super steep.
no, we've got that, I mean, it's the 102 contour running all the way across from here and goes right past there.
Okay.
So, and then all of this, sort of site and location checklist stuff, this is more about site selection and how it blends with the neighborhood. I mean, it's on Old Winstead Road in an industrial zone.
Yeah.
So, I think we have a lot more leeway with this versus, commercial.
I will say that eventually the Sue Grossman Greenway Trail will be running along Old Winstead Road,
Mhm.
right along here. Eventually, that's actually one of our transportation alternative grants that we have right now. That's administered through the state. We don't have a design yet, but that's the concept.
Yeah, I
That
was
it will
gonna.
Be running through there.
And I think this will be an improvement over what's there.
Right.
Just to keep in mind that, as much as Old Winstead Road is a dead end road now that basically just has the traffic from Torrington Diesel and from this property as far as construction vehicles, eventually there'll be a lot more public access going through
Right,
there.
so we're gonna need, it's gonna need to be, to my point, we're gonna have a lot of cleanup of the road. There's vehicles all over the place right now, so,
But just not to ignore that the
Oh,
building
yeah.
still has to look somewhat
yeah, right,
half decent for
Right. Yep.
public, so, yeah. Which, if I know the owner, he will definitely make sure that happens.
we've dealt with our buffers and screening. You've been talking with Nate, so you're meeting the requirements?
Yep.
Yeah,
He gave me a list of trees to actually call out on there, so
Okay.
he just emailed that to me a few minutes ago.
Right,
so you're gonna do then, you're gonna add a chart
Oh, I
for the species, yeah,
For the species.
Okay.
He asked me to kind of.
Has Nate already approved the planting plan?
he and Keith have been going back and forth, yeah,
Back and forth on it, so. He liked what he saw, he wanted me to list
Mhm.
off the species, but he gave me a list of ones to use, so I'm gonna follow with those and
Mhm.
so we should be good.
easy enough,
Want to alternate them just so that one gets eaten by pests, we don't
Yeah.
take them all out.
yeah,
The other thing that's not shown on that plan is this property line matches up with an open parking lot.
Right, that's why you asked for that divider fence
Yeah,
when we met a while back, so we're gonna,
yeah.
split those.
and he has no desire to combine the two properties? No, okay,
I think it's
So-
in his best interest that he doesn't get.
If he wants to sell one or something or.
Sure,
or,
yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
Get the
yeah.
cross traffic.
Of course, it's easy enough to divide industrial property too, but, but that's up to him.
Wide open. So.
And you don't need any planting islands because you don't have anything
We
15
went
or,
under we dropped some parking
Yeah.
spaces to be under the 15, it didn't make sense to add planting islands. so-
Yep. okay. Yeah, and you
Would
don't,
have
you,
dropped us below, by the time we added the planning islands, I would have been back below the
Yeah.
14 to the 15 anyway, so.
Less maintenance.
Yeah.
Mhm.
no sign, no proposals for any signs, no.
Just re-
Can the numbers be on the building visibly though, like we've changed?
Yeah, see, she's gonna pinch hit for the chairman today on the numbers.
It's the next one, if she didn't, I would have.
Yeah, so,
You want me to just designate as a note on the plan? that-
where they're gonna be located,
Okay.
just so they're prominent.
You
Want
probably
my
want it
Then where the.
Yeah.
right in line with the driveway, yeah.
Street numbers to be labeled.
Yeah.
You
Or
probably
I'll just put an arrow with the street,
Just a
numbers to be labeled
notation,
here,
yeah,
so-
but it, you know,
And
it-
Wasn't there a certain size when it went on the Dunkin' there on the Winston?
yeah,
Road?
I don't think we have a certain size.
Oh.
But it's just gotta be clear. If, you know, it's for, if the building catches on fire, right? So it's gonna,
party pack.
hopefully it doesn't burn the numbers off and you can see, they can,
On the building doesn't make a whole lot of sense for the fire. department.
yeah.
And this property does have a address, right? The old house?
Yes, yes, so on 114.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's no issue with address.
Nope.
Okay, oh yeah, that's right, the sewer and water comes from across the street.
Goes behind his other piece.
Is
But it's
that,
got an easement, and his other building is fed through that same,
oh, that's a
easement.
force main,
of course.
is it?
Yeah.
So this building does have washrooms in it?
Yes, I think it'll have,
Yeah,
Yeah, so you just wanna show you have the utilities on the property, right? Yeah,
yeah,
Okay.
they're gonna have to cut across the.
Yep.
Property across. the
And,
street.
so, yeah, where you have like where the electrical service is gonna come in and all that kind of stuff. That's all utilities,
That's
all utilities,
No,
yeah.
so- Yeah, I didn't show the electric. I can easily have that.
Yeah, so yeah, for whatever utilities are gonna be leading into the building, we'll just show where they're gonna.
Overhead Power, right through.
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, so show.
Okay, so they're gonna be overhead, they're not
Well, it's
gonna,
currently overhead
Yeah.
on the road there,
Okay.
so.
Mhm.
okay,
Yeah, you're
Oh,
gonna need to
absolutely.
show a better sanitary sewer connection for WPCA.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're gonna wanna see how you're gonna connect there, so if it connects to a force main, then you'll have to have the appropriate check valves and
yeah.
all that good stuff for the connection.
so metal building,
Yes.
Yeah.
On that one, yeah,
A little bit,
and flat roof,
yes.
okay. Sloping towards the front, cause I saw the gutters are in the front,
Yes, and they gotta tie into the.
okay. Gonna tie into that basin.
Yeah.
Yeah, right on, okay.
This is just a general question, when streets have development, is there a requirement for fire hydrants to be added after so many structures are on a road, or? Like this is, this isn't there wasn't a lot there, so as it's growing,
Right, so there is, the threshold is somewhat at the discretion of the city.
okay,
Uh, in this case, if that was more of an office type of building, where it had more permanent use as far as
occupancy.
no
yeah.
occupancy, then maybe the building might need to be sprinklered, but in this case, it's rural enough that there's no public water.
right.
Water.
Water runs
Well,
here,
yeah,
but it's not on the street.
Oh,
It's
that's
running
right,
behind
that's
his
right.
other property
Right.
Across the street, runs
Yeah.
on the old railroad track.
Yeah. For like subdivisions, for new subdivisions, then there's a threshold for that. That's a little bit more easily defined as far as once you reach a certain number of homes, then that would automatically trigger the need for fire hydrants. In this case, it's still rural enough that it wouldn't be required. And I mean, if the fire marshal would have decided whether it needed, if the building needed sprinklers or not, but this type of warehouse use, I don't think it,
No, I don't think
I
there'd be
don't
any
think it-
reason for it.
the code doesn't require it, no,
Mhm.
so.
So behind the building,
Mhm.
there's gonna be some grading.
Yeah,
So is that gonna get replanted up on the hillside behind the building?
yeah, that'll be great. regrass
Just,
stuff.
you're just grassing it?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just mainly just putting a swale to keep the
Yeah.
water off the back of the building
Okay.
and grass it in.
Yeah.
Minimal, just trying to minimize.
Yeah,
the
so
springs
I would
and
just add the
everything.
notation into the plan, just that it's gonna be
Grass swale.
yeah, replanting
reestablish
grass.
regrass swale.
I mean, I'm going down through this and I don't see anything else. I don't really think we need to get into too much into like aesthetic details. You know, it's not out of place. It's.
Yeah.
I kind of like the green color better than a white or a lighter color building. I think
Yeah,
It's-
it's like a blend in with
I think
the.
it'll
Well, that
look
was
even
it,
better.
you know, building scale materials,
Mhm.
colors are in harmony with with the neighborhood. So,
Mhm. And the trim would just be white.
Yeah, it's gonna be the same as this
Same as-
building, so yeah, white trim.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Really, there's nothing else. I mean, there's really no windows in it much. There's
You know, just the
doors,
doorways and
the
a couple
doorways.
man doors, some man doors and.
Yeah, because the man doors would typically just be a regular,
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
the
would just be. a
overhead door and
regular-
then a man door next to it,
The color of the man doors would just be white as well, then I would.
probably,
So
yeah,
the-
I would assume, so.
these are actually gonna have windows in for each unit.
There's no windows, is there?
I'm just, oh, sorry, I'm looking at,
On one of the, yeah, was an example that he had.
So it's
yeah,
not-
I guess,
it's not gonna have windows. Okay,
I don't know 100%.
okay.
That rendering does.
Yeah.
It's-
So,
So,
so I guess it could
Yeah.
have windows, but no, you don't have to.
Yeah, okay.
I just want to look at the existing building again. That has white doors, right?
His,
The garage doors are white?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, that doesn't look bad.
No,
No. Oh. I don't know what other color you could.
what else would you
make
do,
them,
yeah,
And the only other thing would maybe be like a off-white or a beige.
yeah, I don't know
I know
what big
beige-
doors, what they
Nah,
offer
that
and
wouldn't-
options even, you know.
I know beige trim looks nice on a green.
Yeah.
On a green building, but
Yeah, I don't know, in that size door, what you even have for options as far as.
yeah, I think they come, especially those
White,
big,
yeah.
especially
Yeah,
those
right.
big garage doors are typically come in white, yeah. Like, yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm good.
all right, so, if we're good, we'd be looking for a motion to make a positive recommendation to the Planning and Zoning Commission as presented, I guess.
I'll make the motion then.
I'll second.
Made and seconded. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Abstained? Against? No, hearing none, motion carried. Thank you. All right, so, and that is all we had on the agenda for today, so motion to adjourn. Anybody want to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second?
Something about the
Yep.
joint board storage unit thing. Any
So
movement
let's,
on that?
so let's do that offline,
Okay,
since it's,
sure.
all right.
Yep.
So anyway, I'm looking for a second.
I'll second the.
Okay. Just any discussion on the motion? Hearing none, all in favor? Aye. All right, motion carries. Thank you. It is 5:27. Thanks.
No, okay.
I can drop one off with like Jeremy or something if you want.
Um,